Hello students, we have started the new unit, that is ecology. In that we are discussing the first chapter, organism and population. So we have completed the abiotic factors. What are those? Temperature, water, then light and soil. We have studied on that. Then we have studied or we discussed that is responses of abiotic factors and the adaptation, how the organisms are adapted to the change in those abiotic factors. So all those things we have completed in our last lecture. So today we start with the next level, that is population level. Okay, we have so today we discuss this particular thing, that is second level, population level. Okay, what do you mean by population first? What is the population and what are the things, different kind of things associated with this population? Population ಅಂದ್ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್. ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ಗೂ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಗೂ ಏನು relation ಐತ್ರಿ? So group of organism is called as population. So till this, in this chapter we have studied with respect to only the organisms. We have moved towards the population level. In that we are going to study the population. What do you mean by population? So population, the word ಕೇಳಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಾಗಬೇಕು organism, right? So group of organism is called as population. What is that? Group of organism is called as population. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ definition ಮುಗಿಲಿಲ್ಲ. So ಬರೀತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Population, what do you mean by this? Group of organisms simple word ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So population means group of organisms, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ definition complete ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು? Population ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ group of organism, same type ಇದ್ದಾವಲ್ಲ organism, different species are there, different groups are there. So ಈಗ human ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ human ಅಷ್ಟೇ, human population ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ? There are human population 7.7 billion. Approximately the 7.7 billion human beings are there, right? So human population is human ಅಂದ್ರೆ human ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇದರೊಳಗೆ dog, cat ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ species ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Dog no, cat no, nothing, no other species, only human species. Okay, so we are discussing the population, human population. ಒಂದೇ species ತಗೋಬೇಕು. Group of organisms, right? Which share, the definition continue ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. The group of organisms which share similar resources, right? Which share similar resources. Which share similar resources and ಒಂದು ರೊಟ್ಟಿ ಐತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ, ಒಂದು ಬ್ರೆಡ್ ಐತಿ, ಇಬ್ಬರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಜಗಳ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರು ಗೆಲ್ತಾರಲ್ಲೇ? ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತೆ ರೊಟ್ಟಿ? ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದ ಮೋರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಕಾಂಪೀಟ್, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ? ಓಕೆ, which share similar resources and compete and interbreed themselves. Interbreed themselves, whether whatever may be the approach, whether they breed or the reproduction takes place in those animals by sexual, whether whichever may be the type, sexually or asexually, whichever may be the mode of reproduction. So interbreed themselves, right? So the number of organism consider ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ only the number ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ರೇಟ್, ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಅದಾವ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ interbreed themselves, here the definition complete. So population is a group of organisms which share similar resources, compete and interbreed themselves. Here the definition is complete. ये नोटे इन्होंने वर्ड ऐड करना which share similar resources, compete and interbreed themselves. Example. Yeah, in example, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು population ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? Okay. Dogs in the street. One area ನಲ್ಲಿ present ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಂತ dog. Then bacteria in a culture. Mosquitoes in a house. Other examples could be dogs. For example, could be rats in a storehouse. Then human beings at particular area. Called as the group population, right? So nodri ಏನೇನಲ್ಲಿ so population level ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು first population level study ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ what do you mean by population? First we must have to know the definition. What do you mean by population? Population means the group of organisms which share similar resources, then compete, there will be a competition among themselves and interbreed themselves is called as the population, right? So example, dogs in the street, bacteria in a culture, rats in a storehouse, right? Mosquitoes in a house, human beings at a particular area. So these are considered as a population of dogs, population of bacteria, population of mosquito, population of rat, population of human beings. What I want to tell you that the population must be in population the organisms must be of same species. Okay, individuals may be produced either by sexual or asexual reproduction. Whatever may be the mode, there will be increase in the number of organisms in a population. Now we are discussing the population, right? So we must have to discuss the different factors or the different kind of things which are associated with this population. We must have to study. Those are the factors associated with population. What are those? First one, population attributes. Okay. Second is population growth. Third one is life history variation. Then last is population interaction. Okay, these are the different things which are associated with the population. So now we discuss one by one in detail. Organisms have to cope up with the environment if they have to survive or they have to sustain in a particular environment. They must have to adapt or they must have to cope up with the abiotic factors or cope up with the environment. But when we talk about the population, there comes the natural selection. The fit individual will survive. So single individual consider ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, single organism consider ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು human being, we are also an organism, right? That organism must have to adjust or adapt with that environment. But in case of population, this will not work. So population consider ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಫಿಟ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸರ್ವೈವ್. ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಟೈಗರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಗೆಲ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಉಳಿತಾರಲ್ಲೇ? ಟೈಗರ್. obviously ಟೈಗರ್ because it is more energetic, that is fit. okay, so ಆವಾಗ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಫಿಟ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸರ್ವೈವ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. okay, and some are strong. Sensitive idoru, strong idoru, ಎಲ್ಲ type of individuals present in a population. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, according to the rule of natural selection the fit individual will survive. So here ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಏನು ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, we leave that decision to the nature. So nature select itself. Population ಅಲ್ಲಿ sensitive organism ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಎರಡು ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ವಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೋ, ಸೊ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ವೈವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೋ, ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಫಿಟ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ನೇಚರ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್, ರೈಟ್? ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ನೇಚರ್ itself take the decision. They select the important candidate which is fit, which can fit in that environment, right? So nature taking the decision who need for them, who the fit individual only survive because he is adapted or he has the capacity to survive in that particular environment. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, nature will select the important candidate who is sustainable in that particular environment. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, the fit individual will survive. So in organism population ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು ಇದು. ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that individual has to cope up with the surrounding environment, but in case of population nature will take the decision. okay, these are the different factors associated with the population. What are those? Population attributes, population growth, life history variation and population interaction. So first we start with the first one. What is that? Population attributes. Population attributes. So idralli first thing ಏನು? First one is natality, means it is represented by 10, means what it means? Birth rate. Yeah. Then second is mortality. Is denoted by D, which means the death rate. Okay. Next third one is sex ratio. Fourth is age structure. And distribution. Age structure and distribution. Fourth is, fifth is population density. Okay, so these are the different aspects by which the population attributes can be studied. So one by one we are going to study now. So first we start with the natality. What do you mean by natality? Birth rate. How the population will increase. birth rate. Natality, that is represented by a letter capital N. How the birth rate is calculated? What is the definition of natality? Okay, first. Birth rate. The number of new individual produced at a particular area in a given time. So due to this, there will be an increase in the population. Every definition is definition of natality or birth rate is the number of new individual produced in an area at a given period of time. Okay. The number of new individual produced in a given period of time. In a given period of time. Okay. So it is called as the natality or birth rate. The number of new individuals produced in a given period of time is called as the birth rate. This is calculated by N is equal to birth rate is equal to the number of new individuals born divided by the number of new individuals born divided by previous number of individuals, previous population. Okay, previous population ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, previous number of individuals. Means that is 1 year ಅಥವಾ 1 month time ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ 1 month ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Okay, that is the number of individuals or the population, previous population in last month. 1 month ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ time. Okay, so if consider example ನೋಡೋಣ. Okay, in a pond there are 10 fishes are there. One pond ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 fish ಅದಾವ. After 1 month ನಂತರ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 12 fish ಅದಾವ. 1 month later ಅಲ್ಲಿ 12 fish ಅದಾವ. ಸೊ ಈಗ natality-ನ birth rate-ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? n is equal to the number of new individuals produced. New individuals produced ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ಯಾವ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಇತ್ತು ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಈಗ 12 ಆಗ್ಯಾವ. ಎಷ್ಟು? 2 divided by previous number of individuals. Previous first ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ದು ರೀ? 10 ಇತ್ತು. 10. So birth rate ಏನಾಯ್ತು? 0.2. Okay, so this is how to calculate the birth rate. 0.2 fish increased per fish. Am I right here? One fish ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ? 0.2 fish ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆಗ. per month ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Okay, per time ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಲ್ಲಿ. So next approach is, what is that? Mortality. Next thing is second, that is mortality. It is the death rate denoted by T. It is denoted by N. Okay, how it is calculated? The number of, the definition, the number of in a birth rate ಅಲ್ಲಿ the number of new individuals produced in a given period of time ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ the number of the individuals which die in a population at a given interval of time. The number of individuals The number of individuals that die in a population at a given interval of time, at a given time interval. Okay. Clear? So this is the mortality is defined as the number of individuals that die in a population at a given time interval. It is calculated by, how it is calculated? The death rate is calculated. The T is equal to the total deaths in a given time interval, given period of time, and it may be 1 year or 1 month, 1 week. Okay, total deaths in a given period of time and total population, at given period of time, same at a given period of time. So for example ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಕಾಲೋನಿ, ಆ ಕಾಲೋನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 50 ಮಂದಿ ಇದ್ರು. ಇನ್ a colony there are 50 human beings are there, 50 humans. After 1 year ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 50 ಮಂದಿ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು, ಅಲ್ಲೇ 45 ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 5 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. 5 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಡೆತ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? 50 minus 5. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ? ಸೊ T is equal to the total deaths in a given period of time ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 5 divided by ಅದೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಇದ್ರು? 50 ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 0.1 ಡೆತ್ ರೇಟ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? 0.1 organism per year. Okay, 0.1 organism per year death rate. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೊ next thing is there are 40 fruit flies. Adao Drosophila fruit flies adao. Okay, 1 week alli, after 1 week 4 die in a 1 week time interval. 4 die in an interval of 1 week, in a time interval of 1 week. In 1 week. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? T is equal to 4 by 40 equal to again 0.1 organism per week. Per week. Getting the things? So this is how we calculate the birth rate and death rate. So these things may be asked for 1 mark. Definition, natality definition, mortality definition 1 mark ಗೆ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. Okay. The next thing is we study the sex ratio. What do you mean by sex ratio? It is a ratio of it is a ratio of male and female individuals in a population. Male and female individuals ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 40 males and 60 females. 60 females individual are there in a population of 100 individual. Okay. So this is the percentage. How we calculate? 40 by 100 ile 60 by 100. Okay. This is how we calculate the ratio of male and female. So this is called as the sex ratio. So next thing is age structure and distribution. Okay. Next thing is what is the number? Fourth one. Age structure and distribution. Age structure and distribution. ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ all kind of age groups are present. If I am an adult, now adult adini antandre I am come under the adult group. There are so many groups are there. Those groups made by according to the age. Okay. In an area there are different age groups are present. So ಒಂದು area ಒಂದು colony ಇದೆ. Okay. ಈ colony ನಲ್ಲಿ 15% children are 15% children are. Then 30% youngs are. Older age in 55% age are. Okay. So these are the different age groups. If this is a colony, so these are the age groups present in that area. So how we calculate or how we define the age structure and distribution? The relative proportion of individuals of different age group in a population is called as age structure. Then the percentage of that particular age or age group, the percentage of that particular age or age group is called as age distribution. Getting the things? It is a bit confusing. In the age structure antandre the relative proportion of individuals, the relative proportion of individuals of different age group in a population is called as age structure. Idu structure. Age structure. Then distribution antandre the percentage of that given age or age group is called as age distribution. In a population, there are 3 age groups are identified. First one is 3 age groups. Pre-reproductive, second is reproductive, and post-reproductive. Clear? So in a population there are 3 age groups are identified. First one is pre So these are the three types of population with respect to these three types of age groups. If we plot a graph of the age distribution with the population, then we get a structure called as age pyramid. Okay, age pyramid. Here in this pyramid, the pre-reproductive, reproductive and post-reproductive population are present at the base, middle and the upper side respectively. Okay, so here I am going to draw those pyramid in expanding population, stable population and declining population. Okay, so this is the age pyramid for the expanding population. This is a pre-reproductive. Then reproductive. Then post-reproductive. ಇದು ಒಂದೇನೇನ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೀ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಪ್ರೀ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ at the base. Okay, so green color ಏನದ ಇದೆ, ಇದೆರಡು green color, ಇದು both these things, these are the reproductive. ಈ ಪಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಏಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ post reproductive. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೀ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪಿರಾಮಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಬೇಸ್ ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ at the base. Pre reproductive organisms are present at the base. What you can define here, what you can get by this thing, the pre reproductive ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ children ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದಾವ, those are present at the base, right? So after some years they get mature and they come to the reproductive phase, right? So ಇವ್ರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದಾವ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ reproductive medium ಅದಾರ, ಅವ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅದಾರ. ಆಮೇಲೆ aged persons ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ post reproductive ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅದಾರ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋಂಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ by age they can die. ಏಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದ್ದವರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದವರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸಮ್ ಇಯರ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡೈ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೀ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದಾರು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದಾರ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸಮ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚುರಿಟಿ, they will mature and they come to this reproductive phase. Obviously ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದಾರ, ಸೊ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅವರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಂದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ರೋಜನಿ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ರೋಜನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್. ಹೋದಾಗ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೊಂಡ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿರಾಮಿಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as, I mean this type of population is called as expanding population. Okay, next is stable population. What is the graph of this stable? ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲೆ. Stable, these are the pre-reproductive. ಇದು again same pre-reproductive. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆರಡು ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಇದೆರಡು ಸೇಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಮೂರು ಏನಿದೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್. By this thing you can get an idea. Here children ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೀ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅದಾವ. ದೆನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಪ್ರೀ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ reproductive, then this is post reproductive. This is a declining population. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿಕ್ಲೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಪ್ರೀ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರೇ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸಮ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚೂರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೇಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲ ಇವ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ obviously there are after reproduction if they produce the progenies there are also progenies will also less. So ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೂ. ಸೊ that is called as the declining population density ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. So that is called as the declining population. Okay, so what is the, hope you getting these things. You try to just try to make out the differences in these three type of population: expanding population, stable population and declining population. Okay, is what do you mean by population density? The number of individuals present in a given area at a given time interval, given period of time is called as a population density. Then how this population density will vary? If there is a competition among the individuals, this may vary. The change in the population density can take place. Then the effect of pesticide application, aವಾಗ population density change ಆಗಬಹುದು. Then there is a impact of predator impact ಇದ್ದಾಗನು population density can vary. Then how we can calculate this, the density of the population? How calculate ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? There is a large population of human being is there. High population human being, high now there are so many number of organisms are there. How we can measure the population density? There are four methods are there. By simply counting the number. First one is counting the number. Simply counting the number. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಇದೆ? 1 2 3 4 ಈ ತರ ನಾವು ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಜರ್ the percentage which covers the biomass, which covers biomass. ಹೇಗಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ತರ? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಥೇನಿಯಂ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಪಾರ್ಥೇನಿಯಂ ಕೇಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಪಾರ್ಥೇನಿಯಂ ಗಿಡ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಅದಾವೆ. ಪಾರ್ಥೇನಿಯಂ there is a one banyan tree. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು banyan tree ಇದೆ. Consider ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್? Obviously the number of parthenium is more, the only one tree is left more. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ತರ ಬಯೋಮಾಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಒಂದು banyan tree, okay, so many parthenium plants are there. So by counting the one of the plant, each plant count ಮಾಡ್ತಿವಿ. It is not possible. ಒಂದೇ plant count ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಹೇಗೆ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಅವಾಗ the number, the percentage which covers the canopy, which covers this biomass. Okay, ಈ canopy ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಐತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Okay, so this is one of type of the count, that is the percentage which covers the biomass. ಇಷ್ಟು biomass ಅನ್ನ ಇದು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಈ canopy. Okay, next is cod per trap. ಅಂದ್ರೆ this is the fish ಇಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಎದ್ದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಿಶ್ ಬಂದಾವ? ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾಡ್ per trap ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಿಶ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಫಿಶ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿನ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಫಿಶ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಲೇಕ್, ಒಂದು ಲೇಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೀವು ಜಾಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ತೆಗಿತೀರಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾವ? ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾಪ್ ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಿಶ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್, ಈಸಿಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಿಶಸ್ last one is counting the pug marks. Simply counting the pug marks or fecal matter. Fecal matter. Okay. Pug marks or ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಗುರುತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So tiger ನೀವು full ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಗರ್ ಇದಾವ. How you calculate the number of tigers? ಒಂದು ಲೇಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೈಗರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಆ ಪಗ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಗುರುತನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಏರಿಯಾ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿರಂತ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಗುರುತು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಅದರ animal density you can find easily. Or in other thing you can also calculate or measure that the population density of a particular organisms by the fecal matter. Excreta, animal excreta ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಐತಿ ಆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ animal density or population density you can measure very easily. Next factor which affect the population is population growth. It is the first one. Next is population growth. Population growth. Population is not a static quantity. ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ population. ಇದು change ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ. So I can say this is a population is not a static quantity. It is a dynamic quantity. It goes on changing with the influence of so many factors. So those factors we study now here. We discuss now. Okay. Population is a not static quantity. It is a dynamic quantity. This goes on. It is not remain same. It goes on changing. For example, there is a rhino. There was a rhino. Okay, that name is called as Sudan. Species name Sudan. It's the last rhino species. Last species is rhino. Sudan species. Last species is rhino. So now ಈ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ rhino ಸಿಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಶಿಸಿ ಹೋದಂತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಈಗ rhino Sudan. That species last species of this rhino. ಈ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay. So ನೀವು ಈಗ present population, present number of population, approximate number, present number of population ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ human being ಎಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 7.7 billion, right? 7.7 billion. Last year ಇನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಈಗ. Okay, last year it is 6 billion. Means change ಆಗಿದೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. So change ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay, so ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್. ಕಡಿಮೆನೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಈಗ ಬಂದೈತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಕರೋನಾ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಬಂದಾಗ by any other factor, so the population rate is changing. Okay, the density of that population may be changing. What are those factors which affects the rate of the population? Okay, first one is we discussed this thing. First is birth rate. Second is death rate. Third one is immigration. Fourth one is immigration. So these are the factors which influence the population size. So factors influencing the population size. The factors influencing population size. Okay, so these are the factors. Birth rate ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Birth rate, the number of new individuals produced in a given time interval is called as the birth rate. Next is death rate. Death rate ಅಂದ್ರೆ the number of individuals that die in the population in a given time interval. Immigration, confuse ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. in enter ಆಗೋದು. Immigration ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the number of individuals of same species that are newly entered in that area, newly entered in that habitat is refers to immigration, right? The number of individuals of same species which are newly entered in that habitat from anywhere else. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದಲೇ ಬಂದಿರಬಹುದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾವು ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಸೈಬೀರಿಯಾ ಇಂದ ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕಿಯೋಲೋಡೋ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಆ ಕಿಯೋಲೋಡೋ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ thousands of birds from the Siberia and other temperate regions, very colder climates ಇಂದನು ಅದು ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಬರ್ಡ್ ಮೈಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ಕೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ್ಗೆ. ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಆ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಇಂದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಸೈಜ್. ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಮ್ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನ್ಯೂಲಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎನಿವೇರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ individuals of same species that have newly entered in that habitat or newly entered in that area is referred as immigration. Next one is emigration. Immigration anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. E means exit, I means inside, enter ಆಗೋದು. I ಅಂದ್ರೆ enter ಆಗೋದು, E ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ exit. ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡ್ರಿ. E ಅಂದ್ರೆ exit. The number of individuals that have left of same, the number of individuals of same species that have left that habitat, ಆ habitat ಆ ಏರಿಯಾ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟವು ಟು, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬರ್ತ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಮ್ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್. ಬರ್ತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಮ್ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ವಿಲ್ increase or decrease by these four factors, right? Observe carefully. The birth rate and immigration will contribute in the rise in the population. Birth rate of immigration, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದಂತ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಇದು, ಆ ಇಮ್ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್, ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ವೇ ಆ ಏರಿಯಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು, ಬರ್ತ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಮ್ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ contribute in the rise in the population, and while the death rate and immigration together contribute the decrease in that population, right? So birth rate to immigration contribute the rise in the population, to the rise in the population, and death rate and immigration are responsible for there is a decrease in a population. So we can calculate the size of the population. ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? The population growth is equal to the population growth is equal to population growth, the birth plus immigration, birth plus immigration minus death plus immigration. So by this formula we can calculate the growth of the population. Okay, growth of the population can be given in terms of this formula, that is the nt is equal to n0, nt is equal to n0 into bracket b plus I minus t plus e. Okay, so this is the formula for the calculation of the population size, where the nt is the final size of the population, final population size, then n0 is equal to the initial population size B birth rate, B death rate, then I immigration rate, then E migration rate. Okay, so by this thing we can calculate the change in the population or population size we can calculate. This can be given in terms of the formula Nt is equal to N0 into bracket T plus I minus T plus E.